It is 22 minutes before the hour, as that music clearly tells you. If toys that soar, spin, and swoop send your spirits soaring, spinning, and swooping, then there's a man we want you to meet. Our science editor, Michael Gillen, is here to introduce you to the Lord of the Flying Rings in the latest of his invention mentions.
First, there was the boomerang. Thousands of years later, there was the frisbee. And then, there is Alan Adler, king of the flying toys. 10 years ago, Alan invented the flying ring, which set the Guinness World Record for the longest toss, 1,257 feet, almost a quarter mile. Next came the orbiter, a high-tech version of the boomerang. Then the football with fins, every pass a perfect spiral. And now, Alan's latest high-flying invention, the super disc. The super disc is super for a couple of reasons. First of all, its soft rubber edge is easier on the hand when you catch it. And it's more aerodynamic, which means you don't have to be a test pilot to make this invention fly straight and smooth.
Well, my disc is hollow on the edge, just where a regular disc is round. That causes the center of aerodynamic lift to be very well centered in the disc, and that's why it flies level. In addition, your thumb nestles into this little hollow on top, so when you throw it, it just pulls smoothly away.
It might not be rocket science, but designing flying toys demands every bit as much patience and attention to detail.
10 years ago, I tried something that wasn't terribly different from this, but it didn't have the right measurements and it didn't fly well at all. And then finally, about a year ago, I got it right and it really flew well.
Alan Adler started out as an electrical engineer, but after taking up sailing, he became fascinated with wind and motion. Next thing you know, it was goodbye electrical engineering and hello flying rings and things.
I used to work on things that only people who own nuclear submarines or jet engines could buy. They cost millions of dollars. And now I get quite a thrill out of walking through a park or being at the beach and seeing people play with things that I designed.
Yes, indeed. Kids of all ages, even the four-legged variety, simply flip over Alan Adler's aeronautical amusements.
That's kind of neat.